What's up, guys? John here. Party City is now closing 850 locations.
Party City, the company told corporate employees on a call today the business would be winding down operations immediately after nearly 40 years.
Party City CEO says they are winding down operations at more than 850 stores.
10,100 full-time workers be out of work and 6,400 part-time workers.
Party's over for retailer Party City. The company told corporate employees on a call today would be their last day of work.
So you're looking at 16,500 jobs gone. But then next door, you have the Dollar Tree. They've just committed to closing 1,000 locations.
Dollar Tree says it is closing 600 of its Family Dollar stores.
Dollar Tree is moving into dozens of closed 99-cents only stores.
Directly next door is Petco. Petco just got downgraded by the S&P from a B+ to a B-.
Petco, they are sinking today after slashing their full-year guidance profit. That dipped to a loss in the second quarter.
Petco, a double downgrade today.
All of these major retailers are in very big trouble. Old Navy, owned by Gap, they're closing 350 locations. Directly next to Old Navy, you have Kay Jewelers. Kay Jewelers is also closing 350 locations. Next to that, Marshalls. Marshalls is closing 1,200 stores. So these retail centers are in very big trouble. The landlords, the banks that have loans on them, the employees that work at these major stores are in big trouble. Even the restaurants. Applebee's is closing between 25 and 35 locations.
Several Applebee's locations across the metro have abruptly closed their doors, filing for bankruptcy.
But let's look at really what this is going to mean for the U.S. economy.
Shalom to the elect of Yasharala, all praises and glory goes to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash, the blindness of the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations unto the electmen, feeding the sheep of Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai, in sincerity and truth with this great gospel that is coming out of our Bible. And I'm going to read the book of Ecclesiastes 12:4. It says, "And the doors shall be shut in the streets, and the sound of the grinding is low. He shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low." Right? What beautiful times that we're living in, seeing that these businesses shut down, seeing that the words that the prophet spoke about is coming to pass, right? This is good news for Israel, but bad news for what? The other nations, because this is the end of their rulership, the end of them having the top authority on earth, chiefly Esau, motherfucking Edom. The wicked the Bible speak of. That's why the Lord is shutting down all them businesses in America. Businesses that was around for a long time, gone. Businesses that was around for a short time, gone. Businesses that your children used to go shop at, gone. Businesses your mother and your grandmother used to go shop at, they're vanishing, right? We're seeing this world pass away. Right? We're seeing this world pass away, and there's no, how can we say MAGA, MAGA? Make America great again. That's madness, right? Right? Because the scriptures tell you the heathen imagine a vain thing, right? Also, it says their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever, which we're seeing that their houses is not continuing. Their houses is collapsing. It's falling. I'm going to read it again. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 12:4. It says, "And the doors shall be shut in the streets," right? And the sound of the grinding is low. It's a lot of you people in 2025, you're going to go to your job. And guess what? It's going to be a sign on the door letting you know, guess what? We're no longer in business. We're no longer in business. Out of business. Closed. Permanently. Right? And that's America's future. America about to be closed permanently. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up with the voice of the bird, and daughters of music shall be what? Brought low. Who the fuck want to hear some music when you can't even afford to buy the equipment to play some music, right? Yeah, you can't afford a radio, you can't afford a car, you can't afford a house to live in, to pay no lights, to turn on a radio, right? That's what's going on in this society. People are losing everything, and it's a domino effect, right? You seen the dude pointing out the businesses that are shutting down back to back. Mass layoffs, mass unemployment, mass people living in their cars, mass people losing their houses, mass evictions, right? What comes with that? What comes with that, right? Mass motherfucking crime, goddammit. That's what's going on. It says, female gang raids TJ Maxx's NYC, gives up on theft, right? It's getting so bad out here. Just people stealing. People who are just into what? Thievery, robbery, right? Sorcery, idolatry, right? Wickedness, right? Wickedness have exceedingly polluted this whole society that we're living in. That's why the Lord gotta shut this bitch the fuck down. Right? That's what the Lord doing. Is the Lord shutting America down. Read the book of Isaiah 19 verse 15. It reads, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt. It don't matter what kind of job you do. One day, guess what? It's going to be closed. It's going to be closed. One of them times where companies can't afford to stay in business due to what people stealing and people robbing their businesses. Crime done went up so much, people aren't even leaving their houses to go to these businesses to spend money. So what's happening? They're going out of business. They're going out of business, right? And you got so-called hospitals. Who the fuck is going to be able to pay a doctor to continue being a doctor, right? Who's going to be able to pay a lawyer to continue being a lawyer with all the businesses shut, right? So there's no job safe, and you got these robots being introduced into society, right? Robot cops, right? Robot McDonald workers, robot warehouse workers, right? Robot security dogs or security food droppers, and right, all type of things. What's happening? That manual labor is being X'd out, right? That manual labor is being X'd out, right? What's another thing? They shut down a bunch of office jobs, and that hurt the women so bad, right? A lot of these women who trusted in sitting in their office just showing them pretty ass legs and them thick ass booty cheeks and them big ass titties, long fake ass hair, just looking cute in the office, doing absolutely nothing. A lot of you women, you serve no purpose to society. That's why you should be at home being impregnated by your husbands and guiding the house and teaching your kids the correct things, which is the laws and statutes of the Lord, right? It says here in the book of Isaiah 19 and 15, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. In other words, everything's about to be shut down, because what's coming? World War III, right? World War III, nation against nation, right? People against peoples, right? One country against another country. This second Ezra 15 and 19, it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and from great tribulation. From great tribulation. There is no way to escape what's coming, right? There's this show on Prime, whatever, Amazon Prime, if I'm not mistaken, right? It's called Secret Level, and in one of the episodes, dude's trying to fucking change the future, and the guy he's standing against showing him, hey, look, I could fast forward times 2 minutes ahead. There's nothing, even you seeing the future, there's nothing you could do to change it, right? Because it's already set, right? It's already set that these Edomites are going down. It's already set that the children of Israel is going to inherit the kingdom and possess the kingdom, what it says, forever and ever, right? And so this place that we're looking at has to go down. 2nd Ezra 15 and 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. That's the future when this place do go down. Fuck your neighbor. Fuck a friend, right? It says, friends shall fight like enemies in them days. Fuck a neighbor unless you're a brother, right? You gotta trust in the Lord. And certain men of the Lord they gonna fold. They ain't even men of the Lord. Certain men who claim to be men of the Lord, they gonna fold in them times, right? And they gonna prove it. That's why it says, then you shall know who are my chosen. Right? It's either they're going to be botted, or they ain't going to be botted. And just the Lord going to keep you from the hour of temptation. It's the Lord going to keep you in this truth, right? You can't do nothing to keep yourself in. You didn't bring yourself in this truth, so how the fuck you going to keep yourself in this truth, right? It says, many are called, but few are chosen. The Lord called you to what? To bring forth fruit, right? Not to be selfish and feed your bellies, right? It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods, right? Because there ain't no stores to go to, right? It's gonna be so bad. Ain't no stores to go to, so the only place to go to is, man, what does my neighbor got? What does the guy down the street have? Right? What does the man in the building next door to me have? Right? That's what it's gonna be. You gonna have no choice but to rob a motherfucker. It says a man, and we ain't talking about you righteous people, the people who the Lord's gonna preserve. That's these wicked people of this society. They gonna fold on each other. It says a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and shall spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and great what? Tribulation. This is the book of Amos 3 verse 6, right? It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid, right? We're blowing the trumpet, right? Blow ye the trumpet. We're in Zion, right? Where this trumpet that's being blown is only for who? The children of Israel, right? It says, give them warning from me. Ain't that what the Lord said? Let's get that. Read the book of Ezekiel 3 verse 1. It reads, moreover he said unto me, son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. Right? This Bible is written for who? The children of Israel. Israelites writing to Israelites from Israelites about who? Israelites, and how we're treated amongst the other nations, right? So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll, the scriptures, and he said unto me, son of man, cause thy belly to eat and fill thy bowels, with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, son of man, go get thee unto who? Unto the house of Israel, and speak my words unto them. Read the book. It's the book of Isaiah 58 verse 1. It reads, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people, the house of Israel, that's who's God's people, and show my people their transgression. What is a transgression? The breaking of the laws, right? Causing the sin. The transgression of the law is sin. It says, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. The house of Jacob their sins, back in Ezekiel 3, and it says 4, and he said unto me, son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak my words unto them. For thou art not sent unto a people of a strange speech and of an hard language, but to the house of Israel. Right? What we know about the house of Israel? This is the book of Baruch 2 verse 30. It says, for I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. That is a stiff-necked people. Right, let's go back to the accounts of the stiff neck of Israel. This is the book of Exodus 32 and 7. It reads, and the Lord said unto Moses, right, go get thee down for thy people, which thou broughtest out of the land of Egypt, have corrupted themselves, right? It says they have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them. They have made them a molten calf, and have worshipped it, and have sacrificed thereunto, and said, these be thy gods, O Israel, which have brought thee up out of the land of Egypt, right? These motherfuckers done made a golden calf, and that's what they may turn into their gods, right? And it says, and the Lord said unto Moses, have I seen this people? And behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Now therefore let them alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, and that I may consume them, and I will make of thee a great nation. And I'm going to keep reading. It says, and Moses brought the Lord his power, and said, Lord Yahweh, why doth thy wrath wax hot against thy people, which thou hast brought forth out of the land of Egypt with great power, and with a mighty hand? Wherefore should the Egyptians speak and say, for mischief did he bring them out, to slay them in the mounds, and to consume them from the face of the earth? Turn from thy fierce wrath, and repent of the evil against thy people. And Moses told the Lord to repent. And it says, remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, right? Thy servants, to whom thou swearest by thine own self, and saidst unto them, I will multiply your seeds as the stars of heaven, and all this land that I have spoken of will I give unto your seed, that they shall inherit it, what? Forever. So those people in that land right now, they gonna have to leave that land very soon. If you ain't an Israelite, well, everybody in that land who stays until the Lord come, you gonna die. You gonna eat a fucking fire. You gonna eat fire, right? But when that land get recleansed, only Israel is gonna be the chosen people in that land. Everybody else in that land is servants. It's gonna be servants, perpetual servants. It said the Lord repented of the evil which he thought to do unto who? His people, which is who? The children of Israel. That's why he sent his son back to die for what? His people, for the children of Israel. And I'm reading Baruch 2:30 again. It says, for I knew that they would not hear me, because what? It is a stiff-necked people. But what? In the land of their captivity they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am the Lord their power, for I will give them in hearts and ears to hear. That's what's happening right now. The Lord done open our ears back the fuck up, in our eyes, so we could see, so we could hear, so we could understand, so we could be healed. That's what's about to happen. We about to be healed. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think about my name. So what the fuck is IUIC talking about? You gotta wait for the kingdom of heaven to learn the Lord's name. I'm reading again. It says, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name. And return from what? Their stiff neck, right? From the idol worship and shit, right? And from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before Yahweh, before the Lord. And that's what we're doing, remembering, hey man, we got to get right. The Lord could have been got rid of our asses, but he repented, thanks to Moses, thanks to good talk from Moses. Plus, the Lord is not a man he should lie. There's promises that got to be kept. The promises that was promised unto Abraham, unto Isaac, unto Jacob, forever and ever. And it says, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised them with the oath unto their father Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it, and I will increase them, and they shall what? Not be diminished, right? We about to be great peoples again on the face of the earth. Shalom.